Hi, welcome to week 5 of Econ 10A. Today's video will be on the price elasticity of demand, what it is, and how to calculate it. The price elasticity is a form of measurement that determines how the market's demand for a good changes based on a change in the price of that good. In a majority of goods, we will see that the law of demand holds, meaning there is a negative relationship between the price of the good and the quantity demanded of that good. This value is calculated by taking the percent change in the quantity demanded and dividing it by the percent change in the price of the good. The percent change in quantity demanded is found by taking the difference between the new amount and the old amount demanded and dividing that value by the old quantity. The percent change in price is calculated similarly by taking the difference between the new price and the old price and dividing that difference by the old price of the good. Let's look at an example. If we're looking at a good, pens in this case, and this is our data set, we have the quantity of pens demanded by the market when the pen is sold at a certain price. We can create a demand line by graphing the points on a graph with the x-axis as the quantity demanded and the y-axis as the price of the pen. Let's pick 2 points on the graph to find the price elasticity of demand between them. Let's look at the first and the last points on the line. The points are 1 for quantity demanded when the price of the pen is $6 and 10 quantity demanded when the price decreases to $1. Let's now calculate the price elasticity between these 2 points. Now, just a reminder that even though we're using the first and the last 2 points on the line, does not necessarily mean that the price elasticity of demand will be the same between any 2 points on this line. It's not similar to slope in that when we calculate slope of 2 points on a line, it automatically is the slope of the entire line. Please remember this and don't let it trick you when you do your problems regarding price elasticity. Using these 2 points, the first thing we do is to calculate the percent change in the quantity demanded. This would be 10 minus 1 divided by 1, which results in a value of 9, or as a percentage, 900%. The percent change in price would be 1 minus 6 divided by 6, which results in the value of negative 0.833, or as a percent, negative 83.3%. The elasticity of demand would then be 900% divided by negative 83.3%, which comes out to be 9.26. This value is expressed in positive terms because as economists, we already know that due to the law of demand, there's already a negative relationship established between price and quantity demanded. For this graph, and for pens as a good, we can now say that with every increase in price of 1%, the amount demanded will decrease by 9.26%, while every decrease in the price of 1% will result in an increase in quantity demanded by 9.26%. When determining the name for such a value, we can say that since 9.26 is greater than 1, the price elasticity of pens between these 2 points is elastic, which means that the amount demanded is highly responsive to a change in the price of the pen. Other possible names and definitions of values for elasticity are as follows. If the calculated value is close to infinity, that means that the price of the good cannot change in price without eliminating demand for the good completely. In other words, price and supply are in equilibrium. The example we went over just now showed an instance of the value being elastic, meaning that for every 1% increase in price, the quantity demanded will change by more than 1%. Then if the value is 1, this means that for every 1% change in the price of the good, the quantity demand of the good will also change by exactly 1%. If the value calculated is less than 1, then for every change in the price of 1%, there will be less than 1% change in the quantity demanded. And lastly, if the value comes out to be 0, then this means that a change in the price of the good will result in no change in the quantity demanded for that good. This is an example of a good that goes against the law of demand. So there are only a few instances of this, as you should remember from previous weeks. This is how you calculate and interpret the price elasticity of demand.